Greetings, everyone. I'm Mustafa Kashif, and today we're going to address a question that is seldomly addressed by us, the Black community, the African community, kings and queens, and parent of all races. Before I address that question, let me leave you with this quote from the legendary Marcus Mosiah Garvey. He, Garvey, once said that the black race has no friends outside of it and few friends within. Let that quote simmer. Brothers and sisters, kings and queens, African people, we have been the brunt of what we assume to be hate from white people, Chinese people, East Indian people, and even Arabs. We have been the brunt of hate of all the races, and of course, even from amongst ourselves, which gives Garvey's quote clarity. But let's go further. Is it really hate? Or is it disrespect? Maybe it's both. For those of you hearing this, you perhaps may stop at what you believe to just be hate. I'm going to take it one step further. Brothers, sisters, kings, queens, African people, once again, let's go deep. When a parent has lost his or her footing, lost their grounds, lost their positioning when it comes to the management of their children, what usually happens? The children's behavior then becomes evident in saying to the parents, we don't have any respect for you. We want you, the parent, to take the reins, take hold, take control of what you're supposed to be in control of. And thereafter, we will respect you. Brothers and sisters, kings and queens, African people, we are the origin of all races. We are the ones who can create every other race, but no other race can create us. Let that sink in. And if you doubt me, then peruse the work of the legendary Senegalese by the name of Cheikh Anta Diop. Peruse his work, and his work will prove beyond a shadow of a doubt where the melanin component in us gives us that leadership and that parental status over all races. Therefore, it is my belief that white people, East Indians, and Chinese people, they sprue what appears to be hate at us because they want us, our children, want us to take back parental control of the world and of the world's people. Perhaps it is possible that they are asking us, in their behavior, they might be nudging us, telling us that we need to take control. Black people, take control. You are the parent. Take control. We can't do it. Look at what we're doing. We're creating a mess. Everything we touch, we destroy it. Only you, black man, black woman, kings, queens, African people, only you have the capacity and the capability of making things right. But instead of us taking our positions, this is what we're doing. We're begging everybody else for a chance to sit at their table. Well, brothers, sisters, kings and queens of African descent, you cannot sit at the table of your children when your children wants to sit at the table of their parents. You and I, us, we have to take control of the situation at hand right now. We cannot be continuously begging our children to take a position of leadership when they're not capable. Hence the old saying, would you give a boy a man's job? No, you won't. A boy cannot do a man's job. So black people, hear my words. Why are we asking white people who just don't have it? Why are we asking them for a seat at their table? Why are we concerned about asking the Chinese and the East Indians to integrate into their systems? Everything that they know, everything that they have ever learned, there's the origin of that in the African dynamic. These are all children of the Africans, us. We are their parent. That's the question that I'm asking. Are they really hating us, or are they disrespecting us? Maybe it's a little bit of both. But I, my brother and sister, would like to take the position of believing that our children are disrespecting us because we have not shown respect for our position and we have not shown respect for ourselves. Let me put it in more mundane terms. If a mother or a father becomes a crackhead, but the child seeks to better him or herself, how would that child feel about his or her crackhead mother or father? Not very good. That child may love his parent, but he will or she will show some disrespect because that parent is disrespecting themselves and disrespecting the station of authority given to them by the Almighty. If we are parents, we have to act as such. To each and every one of you who will at some point watch this video, recognizing the fact that you are a parent, and you look deep within yourselves, you would realize that only by good example would your child or children follow you. So therefore, look at it in the same light. Go back into your African selves. Recognize and realize that you, the melanated one, the one who can create every other, the one who no other can create. Come on now. What does that say of you, black man? What does that say of you, black woman? Kings, queens of African descent. What does that say of you? It says one thing and one thing only. You are the parent of every other, and therefore you have got to step up. Time for singing "We Shall Overcome" must come to an end. Time for begging white people, Chinese people, and East Indians, Arabs, any other, that must come to an end. We have got to take the position of, as Bob Marley would have said it and Peter Tosh would have said it, get up, stand up for your rights. It is your right to be a king because you are. It is your right to be a queen because you are. And most of all, you are the parent of all, and that is your right. Act like a parent and not like a child. Peace to you all. Thanks for listening, and I hope that this video will answer some questions. And if it does, then we got some things to change. Assalamu alaikum.